right, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my 6 round brush again and just have my eucalyptus over here on the side. Gonna use a similar brown to the one I used with our spray greenery. Maybe add a smidge of violet. It kind of has a little bit of a reddish brownish tint, and I think that'll help. All right, we got nice and loaded. And this one, instead of it just being straight or angled, it kind of has an S-curve to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and paint, oops, we lost the leaf. I'm gonna go ahead and paint the main stem, and then while I still have this color loaded in my brush, I'm gonna go ahead and add these little shoots so I don't have to go back in later and add them in. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm using just the tip of my brush. It gets really thin up at the top. I'm going to go in and add some little branches. We have a little nub right there. I'm going to come in and very finely, and this is where I'm going to turn my paper, get a better angle. Okay, so let's spread this out just a little bit. Perfect. All right, so now I'm ready to get started with my green. And like I said, this looks a little more pale green than a true silver dollar eucalyptus looks, just because it's been dried out. So I'm going to kind of do a mix of the two. Try to make it look a little more authentic, maybe a little more pale than it would be in real life. And you can make a color look lighter, the value of a color look lighter, by just simply adding water. That will dilute the pigment and make it lighter. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with this leaf. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn my paper. So if you have it taped to the table, this is gonna be difficult. So this is why I recommend either using a block or taping it to a board so that you can maneuver better. All right, so I'm gonna I'm gonna go this way first and kind of swing out, push my brush to the point where it curves like this. Okay, and I lost a little bit of the water there. Okay, and now that I have that nice little round part, I'm going to come up here, do the same thing again to create the other side. I don't have enough water. There we go. Perfect. Go back in, fill in a little bit. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and do this one. We're gonna turn the page. We're gonna start with the tip, push and swing out. Kind of come to the center. Push and swing. Perfect. Okay, so we're getting these nice heart-shaped or silver dollar shape. That's why it has the name that it does. Okay, we'll go ahead and do this one. This one looks nice and round, so we'll see if I can. I'm having a problem. I am not being a good example of loading your brush with water. I'm gonna get it really loaded this time. Come up and swirl. There you go. And if it takes you a while to get the hang of doing this curve, this swirl shape, that's totally fine. It's kind of hard to get used to. Okay, so this one has a little bit more of an oval shape because it's bent, so we're gonna just come up. And this one is gonna, even though in real life it doesn't, I'm gonna have it go behind this other leaf. Okay. I'll just work around it. Create the illusion that it's behind. There we go. Okay. Same thing. Curve. There we go. And last one actually looks a little bit reddish to me, so I'm going to add a little bit more of that. Turn my page. Perfect. Okay. And there we go. We have our silver dollar eucalyptus.